Well, let's get this episode underway. I haven't posted for a long time because I was at my mom's and the internet sucks. Also, I got the flu, so I was like puking for a week.
Oh,
Yeah, I got that stomach flu, boys. So you know, that sucked. However, I am potentially going to get a job. I actually just got called in, right? For
mm-hmm.
on the job paid training. So I don't know how long that'll last. Hopefully a long time so I get to keep that job. I really want it. But I remember that when I was filling out the job application, there was one question that like I don't know what the it was just so fucking weird and I couldn't even answer it.
Was it?
It was, are you an island boy?
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm an island boy.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this.
Oh fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
I'm an island boy. Yes, I'm an island boy. I fucking hate that
We're
song.
gone
That song
for like,
sucks
we're
ass.
gone for like, we're gone for like 3 weeks and this is how you start us off.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore, man.
I hate the island boys. Looks like they have pool noodles on their head. It does. It does. It looks like they have pool noodles on their head or some shit. Dude, apparently the island boys are suspected in like a murder. So like
Oh.
however, if I remember correctly, the Island Boys actually didn't have anything to do with it. And it was just like a friend or something that they knew. And I remember that I think there's footage out there of them like crying or something when they hear it. So I think that they were just like associated with a murder. I don't think they murdered anyone. So I mean, I can still make fun of the Island Boys because they're still stupid.
I mean, you can make fun of them either way.
Yeah, one of them's just way more risky than the other one.
Why making fun of murderers is fun.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, unless they murder you in revenge.
Oh, sure. Like the fucking island boys are gonna find where you are
Yeah,
and
the
come and
Island
gut you
Boys.
because you.
Dude, that's actually a pretty good game. You know how there used to be Slendy Tubbies back then? They should make Slender Island Boys.
Oh my
Slendy
god,
Island
dude!
Boys.
It's funny you mentioned that because my fucking boyfriend was talking about Slendy Tubbies nonstop last week, and I'm like, I'm glad you have nostalgia over the shitty Unity game, but
Dude,
like,
I was about to say,
what?
like, that game was super popular because it was YouTuber bait, but let's be real, that game fucking sucked ass. Like, let's be fair, Slender Man sucked ass. Those games are boring as shit, and they're not even really scary. It's just a dude standing there. Like, I'm, like, I know it's like a fan favorite, but like a lot of creepypastas, I'm gonna say it, suck my ass hairs. Like fucking, I'm sorry, but they do. All right, Jeff the Killer is fucking retarded. It's like a shitty Joker ripoff. That's terrible. Fucking Slender Man is stupid as hell. All right, creepypastas are retarded. Creepypastas used to be scary. Now it's a bunch of like 9-year-olds that say, "Well, what if this?" And it's like, yeah, what if that wasn't fucking scary, you little bitch? What if it wasn't scary at all? And it's not. It's not scary. The fucking creepypastas are terrible. They're bad.
I mean, you got a few standout ones like 1999. I love that one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they're standout because the majority of them are bad.
Well, okay. Well, let's give Slenderman a little bit of credit. What he is now isn't what he was originally supposed to be, because what he is now is basically the combination of a bunch of horny people on the internet, and because he has tentacles, put two and two together.
Yeah, but like still, it was
He
still
originally just impaled children on trees, which
still though. It still just wasn't like okay. Let's say that the fucking like story is scary. It doesn't make the game or the concept scary. You know, like it just like isn't scary.
I mean, I can kind of see that, but I feel like this. Did someone just fucking die? Oh my god.
You know what? I can actually show you fucking something that's scary.
Swear, if you show me fucking Island Boise, I'm going to fucking scream.
Go to
I mean,
podcast.
And you'd be right.
No, dude,
Oh boy.
I actually have an actual scary fucking thing to show you. Way scarier than fucking Slender Man.
Sandy Man. I love the Sandy Man. He very tall and he's very scary. God damn it, I knew you were gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, I don't even know why you checked. You knew what it was gonna be.
Dude, I even said if you send that to me, I'm gonna fucking scream.
Dude, I just want to say, look at the island boy on the left. It looks like Frylock from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. His hair. It looks so fucking stupid, dude.
Man came out of the fucking McDonald's fryer.
He did. He fucking looks retarded, man. He looks so stupid. And the other guy doesn't look much better. Like, they both look retarded. I'm sorry, but, like, they both look real dumb.
We got fucking McDonald's fries on the left and fucking porcupine on the right.
Oh, I'm an island boy, just trying to survive, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I haven't heard the song. I heard I'm an island boy and turned it off. They were like, I'm an island boy, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I turned it off immediately. I turned it off on the
I'd rather listen
second
to
island
Fuck
boy, not on the first one. Also, it says that they're rappers, but they're not they're not rapping. Have you actually heard the song? Because I have. They're not rapping. They're just the I'm an island boy, just trying to survive. That's the whole fucking song. They don't do anything else except for that. That's not rapping. It's like shit. Also, these boys, because they're like 20 years old. I think they're 20 years old right now. That's how old I am. So these boys, because they're the same age as me, so I get to say that, all right, are begging for fucking auto-tune because they have the worst voices possible. They're so bad. It's all like,
they're begging up for a lot more than auto-tune, to be honest.
dude, it's all nasally, like it's a parody. I'm an island boy. Like, just all nasal. Like, hold your nose and sing as high pitched as you can, and that's the Island Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, that's them, dude. It's like the Island Boys are here right now. Front row seats. It's like they're here in my room.
Whoa, this fucking audio is so realistic, dude. Holy shit.
It's the
This
Island
surround is
Boys.
fucking sweet, bro.
It's the Island Boys.
Imagine fucking Steve Urkel singing that shit.
Stop, dude.
I'm gonna stop right there.
I'm an island boy.
So, on that note, I think we should be getting to the topics now so we don't have to be talking about these retarded duos.
Yeah, dude, yeah. They're pretty dumb. I mean, I think we are a retarded duo, but, you know.
Yeah, but at least we're funny to a specific extent.
So, what?
Maybe. I don't know.
So, here's the thing. I know that you have a really long topic thing, but, what I wanted to do, right? We're not gonna go through this whole thing, because it's 100 fucking questions. Right. But I kind of wanted to look at some of the questions on the U.S. citizenship test to prove that we're not stupid.
Okay.
So I mean, it looks like there are a couple of like different topics, maybe, I don't know, but I guess just pick a number between 1 and 100, and I'll fucking ask you a fucking question, I guess. If you literally just look up U.S. citizenship test and just click on one that says civics, history, and government, you can find the exact same thing that I'm looking at. Because you have the answers right there, you know? So just pick a number between 1 and 100, and I'll ask you that question.
Okay, 45.
45?
45.
All right. This is too easy. What are the two major political parties in the United States?
retards and smart people.
No, dude. What are? Give me the actual fucking answer, you stupid ass.
Okay, you got the Grand Old Party and the Democrats,
Yeah.
otherwise known as.
Yes. Good job. Nice.
Yay!
Do one. Do another one. Just another name.
Another.
Another.
Okay,
Another fucking question. I mean, another number.
67.
67. Right. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the authors
Fuck me, I don't know.
of the Federalist Papers. You ever heard of the Federalist Papers? Name someone who you think could have written it, and you might get it right. Name a famous writer, like a famous like writer who was also like a founding father.
George Washington?
No, dude, that's way too early.
Wait, okay. I don't know.
Dude, I'm gonna give you some of these answers, and you're gonna feel like an idiot.
Yeah, I'm native to this country, and I don't even know this. Granted, I was never taught
so-
it either.
By the way, you only needed to name one of the authors, and two of them are James Madison and Alexander Hamilton.
God fucking.
Yeah, dude. I feel like Alexander Hamilton is just the default answer. That works for like every question almost.
I can't believe I didn't think of that.
James Madison and fucking Hamilton? Yeah, I don't know. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
Just the 1900s.
No, there's not like it's not
one
like 19 it's not like 1950. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Cuz I feel like this is too easy.
Vietnam War.
What?
Vietnam War.
That's correct.
We fought.
This is too easy. So they have 5 answers on here. I want you to name 3 of wars fought in the 1900s.
All right, we got. Yeah, I'm gonna do 5 just because I can. Great War, World War II, Vietnam War, Korean War, Afghanistan.
Afghanistan was not on here, but Gulf War is the Persian War.
Go for it.
However, yeah, World War II, World War I, World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam War are super fucking easy. If you want to get technical, the Cold War, World War II too, even though it's not really a war, but still.
I wouldn't really consider that a war, more so.
Okay, I feel like this is the. I'm gonna ask 2 more questions and then we can move on, because these, with you being a war buff, like you're really into like World War I and II and shit, you should know these. Who was the president during World War I?
President during World War I. God, I want to say Roosevelt. I don't know. Roosevelt just popped in my mind, and I don't know why. But I feel like if I don't say it, it's gonna bug me. So I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Roosevelt is wrong.
I don't know why it popped in my head. It just did.
Do you want to know the correct answer for who was the president during World War I?
Yes.
Woodrow Wilson. The second question I was going to ask is, who was the president during World War II?
President during World War II.
Dude, I'm trying
Wait a
to.
minute! I just fucking said it like 5 minutes ago. I don't know, what did I say? Teddy Roosevelt or Franklin Roosevelt?
I don't know.
The First World War.
Well, I'm asking who was the president during World War II.
Oh, it's Roosevelt, but I got it.
But which one? Which one?
Question.
Which one? Is it Teddy Roosevelt or Franklin Delano Roosevelt? Which
Franklin.
one? Yeah, I was about to say, I was trying to not laugh because I was like, if you don't fucking get this, I'm gonna laugh my ass off because you just said it.
I really just said that.
I was about to say, you quite literally just fucking said it, and I was like, dude, if you don't get this, I swear to God.
Shit.
I mean,
See, here's the thing. I'm more familiar with the Second World War than I am the First, in my defense, and also because I mostly just look into the conflicts of the war. I don't really look into the whole back plot of the whole thing.
right. So let's move on, I guess.
Damn, they're gonna fucking deport my ass, and I live here.
It's you now. What are you doing?
No, I'm sitting. Okay, so here's something I wanted to talk about for like the past 3 weeks, and I didn't want to spoil it because it requires a little bit of explanation. So I've been watching a lot of videos recently about indie horror as a whole and whatnot, and I found two videos that really caught my eye. I forget who made the first one, but it was basically about why indie horror is going into a much more child-friendly direction.
I
And then
saw
the
it
other
too.
one's
I
by
saw that too. I saw that video too. It was called something like indie horror, the problem with horror for children or something, and it had like fucking Hello Neighbor and fucking Glamrock Freddy on it. I saw that one too.
and then the second one was a video by a game theory Matt Pat, and that one really caught my attention because indie horror. If you've noticed, the indie horror scene kind of fucking sucks.
It sucked. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It sucked for kind of a long time. Like, it's been pretty bad. Like, right now, indie horror is synonymous with fucking Steam asset flips that are just sold for like $1.
I understand, but the thing is, they sucked back then because people didn't know how to code games properly in Unity. They suck now because they know fucking motorcycle.
They suck now because they realize that they can put zero effort into a game and just fucking asset flip. That's like the bad indie horror. If we're talking about like actually good indie games, I like even then they're bad. Like Hello Neighbor, for example, is basically what a lot of people consider. I don't know why, but they consider it like the indie game to play, like the horror indie game to play. And personally, I just think that game fucking sucks because it's very obvious that the people who developed the game did not at all pay attention to certain aspects of the game and did not have a clear idea of what they wanted to do with the game. So I think that game fucking sucks. That and the fact that if we're calling fucking Security Breach an indie game, which a lot of people are calling it an indie game, that game was really fucking bad on launch. And even though all the bugs are fixed now, it's still a game where it's like I don't know. It's just too short, I think. And it's just there are a lot of things that spell out this game is cheap. You know, it's a cheap game. There wasn't a lot of thought put into it. Like the entire end credit scene being like that weird comic book thing is just really cheap looking and weird. And I don't know. A lot of people like Security Breach. I'm not one of them. Maybe it's because I just don't like the fact that you kill all the animatronics instead of doing anything to help. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. One of the things I didn't like was that like fucking Magma Freddy and like all those ones that supposedly died, a long time ago where the children sacrificed themselves are still alive like underneath the Pizzaplex, and like Afton is still alive and a bunch of other shit. And I was like, why would you do that and make every single game up till now not canon? That's such a stupid fucking thing to do. That's why I don't like it primarily. Is because the people who made the lore on that game are fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing, like with what you were saying with Hello, I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad. It's bad because the developers were trying to catch clout. That is the one thing that will kill your fucking game, no matter how good it is.
I agree with that. The catching clout was really bad, but you also have to realize that, like, Alpha 1 and, like, Alpha 2 were way better than the final release, because at the final release, did you notice how they added in a bunch of weird minigames to get abilities like double jump and shove? They made the game focus on parkour, and the AI of the neighbor, that was the selling point of the game. In the final release, the AI in the neighbor doesn't work. He doesn't go into 4 modes, like offline, hunting, idle, and, like, he doesn't do that. He literally doesn't do any of it. Like, So the selling point of the game, the AI, literally didn't work in the final release of the game, and it was more focused on like fucking shitty puzzles and like mini games to get shitty abilities and stuff than like what the original game was focused on. But I also agree that without a fucking doubt, like the clout chasing was bad. Like, I remember that if you actually went on to the Hello Neighbor, I can't remember what the fucking name of the company is called, but they quite literally are like, I bet Matt Pat would have a good time picking this one out piece by piece. They're like tweeting at Matt Pat, like, make a video, make a video, make a video, make a video, and it's really fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, as much as I like the original FNAF trilogy, which I'm only acknowledging it as a trilogy, and
Right,
maybe the fourth as an expansion, because to me that's where the series ended. But you can obviously tell that Scott in some instances was trying to get that high of like, oh, let's just subvert expectations because that's what people like, right? And like,
right,
sure, okay, in some instances that works, but that's why the fucking new Star Wars movies suck, is
right.
because the directors are thinking, hey, let's do this and then not do that,
I
and
mean,
that doesn't work.
let's be fair. There are good indie games out there, but like I just looked up indie horror game on Google and I'm looking at it and it's like a lot of these games are really old. Like what I consider good indie horror games. Like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's is 2014, Amnesia Dark Descent is 2010, Doki Doki is 2017, The Forest is 2014, Layers of Fear is 2016, Little Nightmares and Bendy are 2017, Cry of Fear is 2012. Soma is 2015. Fucking We Happy Few is 2016. Like Pizzeria Simulator is 2017. Like a lot of these games that are good indie horror games are really fucking old. Fran Bow is on here. Poppy Playtime isn't terrible. I'll give that one. Happy's Humble Burger Farm is also 2021, and those are not bad. Like I think those are actually pretty decent. I actually think a lot of those are good. But I
I'm
mean,
glad you mentioned Poppy Playtime because I'm about to rip that game a whole new
no,
fucking asshole.
nobody is going to play Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, despite the fact that apparently there's like a Spider Woman that is taking the internet by storm as like a MILF character that you want to fuck, you know? But,
That only
I,
works if the game is good.
yeah, I'm not going to play it because I remember that the first episode of Poppy Playtime, which is the official release, just was like a 40-minute game demo of like weird fucking like rafter puzzles where you're like in the ceiling. Like the whole thing felt like a game demo. But no, that was the official release of the first chapter and it didn't fucking feel like a game. It felt like a tech demo or something.
And here's the Poppy Playtime sucks mainly because of the people behind it are really shady individuals. And in fact, at one point they started a CinemaSins knockoff channel that fucking
Dude,
I
I
guess
saw
quote
that.
unquote,
I saw
and
that.
one of the people that they featured had to be self-administered to a mental institute because they couldn't take all the pressure. And that right, and they were also extremely very fucking money hungry. Need I remind you of the fact they were literally selling NFTs of Poppy
I do
Playtime?
I do remember that. Like they announced fucking Poppy Playtime NFTs, but at this point, who the fuck hasn't introduced an NFT? Literally, fucking Crazy Frog has NFTs.
Yeah, and if you notice, no one gave a shit after like the day they announced it.
I
So it
know, I
clearly
know.
didn't work.
But here's the thing: nobody gives a shit about any NFT. So there you go.
But that's the point. No one gives a shit about NFTs. So when you see these big names, or big in big quotations,
Making
come out with
NFTs,
NFTs, you're like,
here's the thing. In my opinion, it doesn't matter if you are the most user-friendly, charitable fucking like company in the world. The moment you do NFTs, I'm gonna look at you like a scumbag because like you fucking look like a scumbag at that point that you're doing NFTs. Like you look bad. It's a very bad look. Very bad.
I could understand if maybe they were sustainable, but they're fucking not. I mean, the entire crypto economy is crashing right now.
I mean, well, here's the thing. To be honest, I always thought that all that shit was bad. You know, I thought all of it
Oh,
was
I
bad.
did too. I did
I
too.
I always thought the NFTs was bad. I always thought that crypto was. I always thought all that shit was bad, to be honest. So
I just find it funny that crypto started crashing as soon as I saw mainstream commercials talk about it.
I mean, it is fucking terrible. I mean, it's because, right? If you really fucking think about it, there's like almost like fucking empirical like scientific evidence proving why these things are bad. So I mean,
And then here's another thing, and specifically about Poppy Playtime and why I think it's really bad for the indie game scene. You're paying like what, $5 for like at minimum 10 to 20 minutes of gameplay. That's like paying $5 for one of those rail shooters at an arcade
yeah.
instead of paying like 50 like that, because it's so linear. I think the only time you had a fucking organic chase scene is at the end, and even then that was super fucking linear because it was
I
in a giant
mean,
fucking tube slide.
let's be fair. You want to
Those are
talk
easy as shit.
Let's be fair. You want to talk about overpriced games, and there's way worse offenders out there.
Yeah, but those are like mainstream. Like we're talking mainstream at that. I'm talking about indie specifically,
Yeah,
and
but
I think it
isn't
sets a bad precedent.
isn't mainstream even worse? Because mainstream is where just because it's a AAA game developer, you can charge $70, and some of these games are like 10 hours long. Like there's
Oh no,
way
AAA is
worse.
way worse.
There's like way worse offenders. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I kind of get what you're saying because I feel like people think that indie games are like you should support indie games because they're normal people not trying to take all your money and they have passion, and these fucking AAA developers are like soulless and greedy and like, you know, the evil corporation monster. And I understand that to a point, but also no, because AAA developers make, in my opinion, I'm sorry, just way better games. Like, I'm not saying that indie games can't be good, because they can, but there's no indie game that's on the same level as, like, fucking, like, Resident Evil Village or, like, Elden Ring. Because they're just better games. They're plain
Well,
old
yeah,
just
I mean,
better
obviously,
games.
there's going to be instances, and I think that's because you're comparing like a team of like 10 people to like a team of probably 50 to 100. So obviously, the team with 50 to 100 people is going to be objectively better in
Well,
most cases
here's the thing.
because
It doesn't have to be in most cases. It's you have to know what makes your game good or not. Like for example, right? The fucking president of Nintendo, not Nintendo of America, Nintendo of fucking Japan, Miyamoto, I think, right? Quite literally put fucking Sans into Smash Bros because he respected Toby Fox that much. And guess what? It's because it's a different type of good. All right, that's the point. Is that if indie developers try and make games that are like AAA games, it's never gonna work because you're never gonna reach that level. If you want to make a good indie game, you have to realize what makes an indie game good. Because Undertale is good. All right, and I'm sorry, but Undertale is a game that's very long, but it's not all that complex. It's very simple, and like I said, Undertale is being charged like $10. All right, because it's not a very expensive game to make, but it has a good message, and you can tell that a lot of effort went into it, and that's what makes indie games better. They're more personal. If you try and make a AAA type game as an indie developer, it's never going to work because you don't have the specs to do that. However, you can make it good in a different way. What I'm saying is that not every AAA game is better than indie games, but you have to realize what makes an indie game good in order to make it a good indie game. If you don't understand what makes indie games good, you're not going to make a good indie game. You have to understand, like, why they're good. And it's not because they're more complex or more entertaining games. Because, like, when it comes down to it, right, which one is more captivating and which one is more interesting? Like fucking Elden Ring or like fucking Dead Space or Undertale. One of them is objectively better with gameplay. One of them is objectively better. It's better gameplay, it's better graphics, it's a better system. However, one of them is way more personal, and you can tell that a lot more personal effort and personality and meaning went into one of those games than the other one. And that's what makes
no, I
indie
agree
games good.
100%. Yeah, I agree 100%. And then I think that's also why it stings a lot more than it should when these like really big companies shut down um, dev teams that made really good shit in the past, but fucked up like once and made a really mediocre game, and they're like, oh, didn't sell that well, bud. Like, yeah, you didn't give us the resources to make it good. You gave us so many deadlines that we had to crunch. No wonder why this game turned out like a dog, like pile of dog shit.
Case in
Like
point,
that.
case in point, Fallout 76 when fucking Todd literally just kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna do this and this and this and this," and the people at the small dev team were like, "Can you please fucking stop adding things onto the game while we're working on it?" Because he literally did that. Like at those like E3s and shit like that, where it was like 4 times the detail. Like they were working on the game. He literally just kept making the game bigger and bigger and bigger and more complicated every single day. And now the dev team has to work on that. Hence why the game was such a fucking piece of shit. Because, first of all, they didn't pay money to make a new system. They took the Fallout 4 fucking system and tried to make it into a multiplayer one, which isn't going to work. Because that doesn't make any fucking sense, you know? And they had an inexperienced dev team in like fucking Austin, Texas. There was like a B team that works on like side shit, making a full-on fucking game. Apparently the best fucking Fallout game ever, and they had never worked on like a serious game like that before. I mean,
Yeah, and here's another. I think this will be my final point. I don't know if I think of a lot more. And I also think the reason why indie games suck is because of a lack of tools. And what do I mean by that is, you have the really high end, engines like Unreal that you have to pay upwards of like $500 to even use, on
yeah,
top of buying shit from the asset store, compared to something like Unity or the Source Engine, because you can download the development kit on Steam for free. You just don't know what the fuck you're doing because of a lack of information.
well
And I think
that's
that's why you get so many of these shitty games, is because people don't know what the fuck they're doing either.
well, one of the main problems is that the tools to make a good game cost money. So at that point, they're not making a game for fun anymore, and they're not making a game, you know, just to make people happy. They have to try and make their money back. By the way, now that I remember, I'm pretty sure Undertale was free, but it could have cost money. I can't remember because I bought Undertale years and years ago. I can't remember if it cost money, if it was free. I'm pretty sure it was free, but it might cost like $5.
Yeah, Undertale costs like $10.
That, that's
Like
what
at
that's what
launch,
I,
$10.
That's what I thought. And here's the thing: with the amount of gameplay that you get in Undertale, you're paying $10 and you're getting like 20 hours of gameplay, maybe more than that. So
Give or take a few random encounters, yeah, roughly 10 to 20 hours at most.
I mean,
If
if
you,
you
you know,
if
if
you're
you do the
doing
runs, that is.
if you're doing pure pacifist run and then pure genocide, you're getting probably 20 hours of gameplay.
At most, yeah.
I mean, but that's a good price because you're paying like 50 cents per hour for the game.
And in turn, some games are just more easy to, I guess, modify. Like, for example, I make a lot of Doom like mods and reskins because it's easy as shit. Game came out in like '93, and we have a bunch of tools that can turn it into things that are comparable to AAA. Like, obviously not majorly, but they are visually they're very comparable to like Total Chaos is a mod for Doom, and it looks like something you would see released in 2015.
Right? I mean, that's one of the things what I mean by like you have to know what makes an indie game good because a lot of people legitimately are going to make their games in like Unity or Unreal or like fucking RPG Maker or FPS Creator. So you have to realize that at that point your game probably isn't going to be like Call of Duty. You're probably going to have to make it good by adding in really good dialogue, music, and like story, because the gameplay isn't really going to be up to snuff. And if you do want to make the gameplay up to snuff, it's going to take a long, long fucking time. Way longer than a fucking, AAA developer. You might be working on a game for like 10 years before it's ready to go out if you're trying to make it like that standard of gameplay.
Not necessarily, because like you said, you have to know what you're wanting to do in order to make it good. And if you know what you're wanting to do, you can cut a lot of corners in the engine you're working, especially if you're really
Well,
familiar with it. You can
well,
cut a lot of corners to like optimize a lot of things and make it go smoother.
well. Here's the thing, right? Like, this is gonna be a good point right now, right? That I'm going to, uh, fuck. I completely lost my train of thought. But
Oh,
oh,
that's
okay.
facts.
So this is going to be a fucking thing that I'm going to kind of use, right, as a benchmark almost, right? I have to actually look it up. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I just want to point this out. This is the number one thing, right? The difference between indie games and fucking AAA games. I just told you that with an indie game, if you're trying to make it AAA good, it's going to take you a long time. This is my evidence, right? Elden Ring is pretty much a game of the year at this point. Guaranteed game of the year. Nobody believes that anything else is going to beat this. It has like one of the biggest maps in like all of gaming. The game is fucking huge. People are estimating if you do everything in the game, you have over 300 hours of gameplay. All right? That's a AAA game. Cuphead is a beautiful game that was everything was animated by hand, and that's an indie game. Now, obviously, Elden Ring sold way more than Cuphead and did way, way, way more, sales and is like getting way more attention, right? I don't know if Cuphead won Game of the Year. I think it was a nomination, but I don't think it actually won. But this is my point, right? It took Cuphead 5 years to be made, right? On a game that scale. Now, the game is good, don't get me wrong. It's a linear pathway, it's not open world, but the game is good. I think the game has like 10, 20 hours of gameplay because it's just bosses. There's not all that much, right? 5 years to make. Here's my point. My point being that indie games take a whole lot fucking longer. Elden Ring, that fucking game with that size, 4 years. That's my point right there. That's my point. A game that fucking size of Elden Ring took 4 years to make, and Cuphead took 5 years to make. That's my point. Indie games take a fucking hell of a lot longer to make than fucking AAA games. And I know that you might say, well, it's because that fucking Cuphead was animated by hand. All right, but here's the thing. You know what games took longer than 5 years? Shovel Knight, Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac all took longer than 4 years. That's my point, is that for games that are not that big, they are taking the same amount of time, if not longer, than fucking Elden Ring. Elden Ring, alright? That's my point, is that these fucking games that are not even close to being the size of Elden Ring are taking longer than Elden Ring. That is my point. So, like, no, I absolutely disagree with you. If you are trying to make a AAA quality game as an indie developer, it is going to take you so fucking long. So long. Even Undertale, I'm pretty sure, took longer than 4 years to make. Alright? And Elden Ring took 4. Elden Ring is a huge fucking game.
Again, yes, but again, Elden Ring is made by a bunch of people that know what their fans want and know their engine well. So a lot of corners can be cut to make the game as optimized and as good as it is. Why do since the map is that big, obviously things are going to need to be accommodated for.
Okay, my point is that
release.
indie games are always going to take longer than a AAA game. Always. Even if you know what you want, it is still going to take longer than a AAA game because you have less people working on it. You don't have the tools to work on it like AAA game developers do, right? It's a smaller dev team. You don't have the funding and you don't have the fucking tools. They are literally always going to take longer than a AAA game. Elden Ring is probably the biggest fucking game in size that we have gotten probably in gaming history, and that took 4 years, where games like Shovel Knight and fucking Cuphead and Binding of Isaac took over 4 years. I just want to point that out there.
Yeah, but again, I want to agree with you, but at the same time, I really can't because
How?
of
How
like
can
the
you
things
not?
that I know from well, the things that I know from experience, like again, it ties into the whole knowing your engine, which that is going to be of major help. But also, indie games can take as little as 3 months,
Yeah,
and
but
some
okay,
AAA titles take as long as 10 years.
but I said, right? What I said is to get an indie game to AAA standards, like Cuphead. That was a AAA standard game, all right? That is going to take longer than a AAA game being made by a AAA development team. You're both trying to make a AAA quality game. So it's literally a team of 10 trying to make a AAA game or a team of 300 trying to make a AAA game. To get an indie game to AAA quality, it is always going to take longer for the indie game than the AAA studio. Always. Unless they're in development hell. Unless they're in development hell. And like I understand that you say that there are some AAA games that take like 10 years, but those are either in development hell or things were going wrong and they didn't know what they were doing. So that's not a fair comparison because that like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing or they were in a horrible development hell.
So I just like I heard what you were saying, but like something just caught my attention. I don't know. I was so fixated on that fucking plane. Oh damn. But no, like now that I know like what you're saying, like I guess I was misunderstanding your point. And yeah, I agree. I thought you were saying something completely different.
No, basically what I was saying the entire time is that an indie game developer or studio trying to make a AAA quality game is always going to take longer than a AAA game making a game. Because
Yeah, like
it's
yeah,
a
okay,
fucking
that
indie
I will
studio.
agree to because yeah, if you which I mean then again, you look to the 90s where there really wasn't much, and you have people like John Carmack on the scene. And yes, I'm simping for Doom again because it is one of the greatest examples of gaming in history. I will hear nothing else of it.
You know what? You know
But
who I think is a better developer than Carmack, to be honest?
I
And if you disagree, I understand why you disagree, but if you disagree, I don't know if I can fucking respect you anymore. All right? You know who's better than Carmack who made Doom?
okay.
Clive Barker who made like 30 fucking games. Clive Barker is way better than Carmack. Without a doubt, actually.
Are you going to explain why?
Dude, because the amount of games that Clive Barker has put out is like fucking 30, alright? And every single one of those games, right, even before Doom, right, fucking Barker was making games that were fucking crazy, alright? He made some insanely good games that fucking dominated the industry for a long time. And, like, here's the thing, right? Carmack is not a household name. It should be, but people don't really know that Carmack made Doom. They just know Doom, all right? Whereas Clive Barker, that's a household name. Everybody knows who Clive Barker is. Like, I just think that Clive Barker is a better fucking
I've literally never heard of Clyde Barker, so I
dude. You don't know computer games then at all. If you don't know who Clive Barker is. Clive Barker is fucking awesome, dude.
and apparently nobody else does because every single review I've seen of Doom from casual and veteran players, they
Dude,
all pretty much
but
say the same thing,
here's
which
the
is
thing.
objectively true.
Here's the thing, right? Clive Barker not only, right, made a bunch of fucking games, but he's also a fucking oh man, he's also a fucking insane film director with movies such as Hellraiser and like Candyman and shit. All right? I'm sorry, he is like infinitely more talented in my opinion than fucking Carmack. Because I think he's just made more games. Like, just by that alone, I think he's just made more
Yeah, okay,
games.
but quantity doesn't equal quality, though. If you've noticed, people don't sing praises for the games he's made. Sure, he made 30 of them, but
Dude,
were they
how it.
downloaded on more computers than Windows 95 at the time? Were they the most influential for the FPS or for the genre? Um, was it the predecessor for fully hardware rendered 3D
Bro,
rendering?
you wouldn't even know that because you don't know what his games are.
Well, it clearly wasn't that important. Otherwise, he would be on the same level.
Dude, but you don't even know the games, right? Like, you get what I'm saying here, right?
Okay, well then, link me a few and I'll check them out.
I absolutely will. All right, and I was exaggerating when I said he made like 30 games. I think he's made like 8. You know, he's made a fucking lot of games, and they're all like his games. Like that, he was like lead director and like creative like party on. Like these aren't like fucking like like for example like just like point out like Doom is id Studio. It's not like id Studio, Jarek. It's Clive Barker's games. Like that he has made on his own that are his games. Like
So he's the one who
it
made
doesn't
that
say
weird Hellraiser for the NES,
it
right?
doesn't
Or
it
the
doesn't
Super
say
Nintendo,
it
which
doesn't
one was
say it doesn't say John Carmack's Doom. It just says Doom. All of his games say Clive Barker's whatever because they're his games.
Yeah, but are they good though?
Dude,
That's probably why nobody talks about them.
dude, they are fucking good. All right, Jericho and Undying, Clive Barker's Jericho and Clive Barker's Undying are fucking insane games that are amazing. I'll fucking link you to some fucking Clive Barker games because Clive Barker has made like 6 games and they're all fucking sick. Well, not all of them. I mean, I think Jericho and Undying are the best games, but they're fucking
When the fuck
three.
did Hellraiser come out?
They're fucking 3D games, dude. They're all 3D games that he made.
Yeah, I don't know why, but when people say, "Oh, it's 3D," there's like really big debates on what 3D is and what isn't. Like, for example, going back to Doom, like people say, "Oh no, it's not true 3D because there's no room over room," and then people say, "Oh no, it is true 3D because there's 3 axes." Like, yeah, but no one really gives a shit about that. That's why Quake is getting so much praise because it was one of the first games to, for the PC to do such a thing. Hell, playing Super Mario on a fucking home desktop was literally impossible because it was not built for that. Then Carmack decided, you know what, I'm gonna fucking change that, and that's where Commander Keen came from.
There you go. There's 2 links, so you can read about those.
Epic, epic.
Those are like I said, those are fucking 3D games, and he's made more than just those 2. He's made like 5 other games.
Jeez, a 5.6. Oh my god.
We'll get the other one that has literally perfect scores.
You didn't. Oh, yeah, you did. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I
hard.
did.
Clive Bark. Oh my god, a 4.6. Oh wow. Yeah, but these came out after Doom and Quake, so
So
obviously they're going to be objectively better because they're on
how?
better hardware.
That
Because
doesn't
it's on.
make. It's still yeah. It doesn't matter. It's still a better game. Like it's still a more ambitious, more complicated game.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Doom came out in '93 on a computer that wasn't made to be playing games, which is why it's so impressive. That's the whole point. It's being run on a machine that isn't supposed to run it, but it is because it's so well optimized. The games you've just shown me came out in like the early 2000s, where most of this shit was standard by that point. Hell, that Star Wars and Battlefront did most of this shit, and I fucking love Battlefront. It is probably my favorite fucking Star Wars game. I have nothing else for it. Yeah, like obviously these are going to be objectively better because they came out at a time where this shit was standard by this point. Hell, look at fucking Wolfenstein. What was it? Return to Castle Wolfenstein came out in 2001 and is regarded as one of the best Wolfenstein games outside the one that came out in 1992, which admittedly wasn't that good, but it was a very good leap in technology, which is the general consensus.
Yeah, but you just said that even though it's released later, it's still a better game.
Yeah, because again, it's being developed with better hardware that allows for this stuff to happen. Because, like I just said, when Doom came out, it wasn't even supposed to run on the machines it was running on, but it was because of how well coded and optimized. Yeah, corners had to be cut, and some weird shit had to be hard coded in, like
Dude,
secret
I'm
levels.
I'm just fucking saying that, like, yeah, Carmack made games, but you realize that, like, fucking, like, Clive Barker literally directed like two of the most influential, like, fucking, like, genres. All right, like in terms of like movies, like fucking Hellraiser and like Candyman and fucking Nightbreed and shit. Like, dude, come on, man. He's not only a fucking he's not only a stunning movie director, but he made killer fucking games too.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying you can't. I don't really agree that he's the best because he made better shit because he had the technology to do so. Of course, a fucking game from 2007 is going to be better than one from fucking 93. Like in a general sense, objectively, it is going to be better theoretically.
Bro, all I'm saying is like the one that got so many like good fucking reviews, like 9 out of 10, fucking 4 point something out of 5, right? Was the one that released earlier in 2001. All right, that's only a gap of 8. That's not that long in terms of like fucking technological advancement. I don't think it's 8 years. Like to put it to put it into perspective, right? Look at fucking like Clive Barker, right? Like Jericho, which is the one I think released in 2001, and look at fucking Resident Evil for the PS1, and compare those two, and you'll see how much fucking better Clive Barker's games were than the standard of what was being put out at the time.
Well, yeah, consoles were pretty. They're meant for different things. Of course, one is going to be better than the other. I don't think you're seeing like you were just proving my point. If it's made on the superior equipment, it's going to be objectively better in theory.
Okay,
because of the shit it's being made on.
So you're saying that the computer was a superior piece of technology to the PS1? I completely disagree, actually. That the computer was a fucking superior piece of technology compared to the PS1 and the GameCube. I completely disagree. Because Clive Barker only made fucking computer games. He didn't make anything for console. He made computer games.
Yeah, and I would argue that PC is better than PS1 because PS1 is working with it shit and PC is working with it. A lot can happen in those 8. I mean,
dude,
look at Duke Nukem 3D or any build engine.
I highly disagree. I highly disagree. The PS1 was fucking revolutionary at the time. That's why it sold so fucking well. All right.
That was the N64. Most of those games look like ass.
You just haven't played the right fucking games then. Because some of the games on N64 are quite literally considered some of the best games of all time. You're not understanding that just because a game is old doesn't mean that it's not good. All right, and just because a game is new doesn't mean that it's not good.
I literally know that. I mod Doom. I play Doom. Hello, I know that. I think Doom is vastly superior than whatever bullshit is pumped out today.
That's completely wrong. No fucking way. Have you?
I get more enjoyment playing Plutonia than I do Call of Duty.
Yeah, but you're comparing it to fucking Call of Duty, you idiot. Compare it to like a good game and compare it to a good game and tell me that Doom is better.
Okay, I think Doom is better than Elden Ring.
You haven't played it though. You don't own that game.
So I can say it.
You're basing it off of fucking nothing. You're straw manning right now. You can't do that.
I'm just fucking with you. I have played Resident Evil 4, and I would argue that Doom is better than that, though.
Then Resident Evil 4, then you're fucking stupid. That defined the entire genre of Resident Evil from that point forward. That was really the best Resident Evil game, and it sold the best out of all the Resident Evil games. That's a fucking hot pile of shit take right there.
I mean, okay.
To be honest, man, I don't even think that fucking Doom was the best goddamn game to release in 1993. Do you even realize the other games that released in fucking 1993?
Let's see. No.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking crazy. Like,
I'm
yeah,
fucking with you.
you're fucking crazy. You're actually fucking insane right now. Like, there were...
And
I'm sorry,
I'll-
like, I'll agree with you that Doom is a good game, but there are games that came out in 1993 that were vastly fucking superior than fucking Doom, alright? I'm sorry, but there were.
and here's the thing. Technologically, I think it's one of the best things ever to come out. And plus, it set the standard for what would come later. But the actual contents, I don't like Doom 1. I do not like Doom 1. I love the fact that it literally changed the game, and every first-person shooter to come out after that was called a Doom clone until Quake.
All I'm saying,
I
right?
appreciate
All I'm saying is that when you compare other games that released in 1993 to Doom, Doom gets blown out of the fucking water, my dude. Not only was Double Switch for the fucking Sega CD release, but Virtua Fighter, Mortal Kombat were fucking released as well. All right.
console
And fucking
compared to
Star
a video
Fox,
game.
Star Fox, Super Mario All Stars, and Mortal Kombat 2. All right. It's
games.
completely fucking blown out of the water compared to those games.
All console games. That is all console games.
So
That is the reason.
okay, you can't use your bullshit of. Didn't you just fucking say, right, that the consoles were superior to the PC? That's what you said, right? The consoles were superior to PC.
Because they are. That's why I love how technical Doom is.
In
because of
1990,
why
in
it works.
1993, all right, in 1993, you legitimately thought that the consoles in 1993 were better than computer.
Yes, because they
No,
were just
no fucking
designed
way.
for that purpose.
No fucking way,
Because
dude.
Mario was so smooth, and why you couldn't do
Bro.
it on a PC in that early 90s. It was impossible. It was
No,
quite
dude.
literally impossible. Carmack had to reprogram the entire thing to work somewhat well, and that's how Commander King got started. Consoles are technologically superior
Bro,
to PCs
the
because
other
they were
fucking
designed for that
games,
purpose.
most of the other games I just said were released on fucking arcade cabinets. That's not superior to a PC. It's a fucking arcade cabinet. How is that superior to a PC? Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 was on a fucking game cabinet, an arcade game fucking cabinet.
To me, retard.
So was
Listen,
Star
listen.
Fox. So was
They
Star
were-
Fox.
PC was not built to play games on when it came out. It was meant for work.
So
Game
was-
consoles are meant to play games.
So was
That's
fucking.
why they work better.
So was fucking Sonic the Hedgehog released in 1993 too, dude. No, it's absolutely not the fucking best game in 1993.
Superior. Technically speaking, it is superior because it was designed for that purpose. PCs were not supposed to be made for gaming during these times. It wasn't until the late 90s to early 2000s that people realized it can be used for such a medium. That's why Quake was such a success. That's why Quake has such a remembered deathmatch and a not fondly remembered single player, because deathmatch was huge at the time. People were legitimately amazed. Hell, this was a time where Windows wasn't even the standard operating system.
Dude,
That's why people praise Doom for being installed on more computers than Windows 95.
you're still
Because this
not.
was a time where this wasn't standard.
Dude, you're still not understanding that. You're still not understanding that not only Double Switch, but Splatterhouse 3, Shinobi, fucking Ninja Gaiden, alright, Jurassic Park, and fucking Sonic, and Mortal Kombat, and Star Fox were not only released on fucking cabinet, they were released on fucking PC too. Even on PC, those games are superior to Doom. They are. They're better fucking games. So they're on PC too. So the argument doesn't work anymore because they're also on PC.
Have you seen the gameplay of them working on PCs?
Bro, those games are way fucking better than Doom.
They're shit. They're not meant to be played on PC. I'm telling you. they
Those
were not
games
meant
were
to
on
be.
fucking PC. They literally were on PC. Also, by the way, there were games on PC before fucking Doom, by the way.
Yeah, I'm aware, but that was not the primary purpose. You were missing my point.
Even today
It
is
was
not the
that's why
dude.
they sucked.
Dude, even today, gaming on PCs is not the primary purpose. But you can still, fucking do it.
Okay, so let's just ignore the fact it's specifically made to play high-end setting. Okay.
Bro, I'm just saying that because it was made on fucking better hardware, it's a better game and that's it. That's a fucking stupid straw man argument.
Because like, it's not even a straw man. It's objectively true.
Dude, no, it's not. Because there are games that were released today that are way fucking worse than games released like 10 years ago. And you know that's true. So that argument doesn't even fucking work.
Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, made in 2001, objectively looks better than Doom 1993 because of the fact that such an advancement in technology was allowed.
No, we're not talking about looks. We're talking about being a better game. I don't care about the fucking looks. I'm saying those other games are more fun and better games that have more to them and are more fucking, oh my god. Like, they're more... They did more. Like, they're more fucking, whatever that goddamn word is, than fucking Doom. And they were released in the same year. So they're using the exact same fucking equipment that Doom did. I don't care about looks, alright? They are literally better games. Like, they have way more to them. Everything is way more fleshed out. And everything is just way better than Doom. Like, fucking Star Fox is an amazing game. Fucking Mortal Kombat 2. All these games that I fucking told you were not only released on arcade cabinets, but on PC as well. Because they were ported to PC. And they are better games than Doom.
They look like trash. They look like trash and they ran like trash. Why do you think Wolfenstein 3D was so simplistic? Because in order for it to run smooth, it had to be that way. That's why Catacombs 3D ran like on things that couldn't run it. That's why Doom needed 8 megabytes of RAM when most machines had 4. So again, what the fuck was okay? Someone just peeked in fence.
Dude, okay, but have you ever played the game, or are you just going off of like what you fucking read? How do you know that they were objectively worse games if you've never fucking played them?
Because I've played most of the games I'm talking with. Wolfenstein 3D, Catacombs 3D, fucking Hover Tank 3D.
Okay, what about
Duke Nukem Shadow Warrior?
What about quite literally any of the games I just said that I thought were better? Have you ever played any of those? If the answer is no, then you can't say that they're better than Doom because you've never fucking played them. You can't say that Doom is better or that those games are better because you never played them. I've played all the fucking games on PC. I've played every single one of them. And not on PC as well.
Have you played them on the machine that they were supposed to come out on? Yeah, you can play most of these old games.
Okay, you know what? I judge them all completely fair because I played them on the exact same fucking console, including goddamn Doom. I played all the games on an arcade cabinet, and I still thought the other games were better.
Yeah, I'm a bit honest. I have a hard time believing that one.
Why? You don't think I went to fucking arcades? I went to arcades all the fucking time. My dad went to arcades and shit. All right.
Dad, I can understand because he's fucking old.
It doesn't mean that there's not fucking arcades. There's literally arcades fucking everywhere. All right. In Lansing, there's literally a 5-story fucking arcade in there. Right. Every single one of the games I just fucking said. Shinobi, Ninja Gaiden, fucking Doom, Star Fox, Mortal Kombat. I've played every one of I've played every one of those fucking games, every one of them on an arcade cabinet. So they were all on a fair fucking playing ground.
But you haven't played them on PC.
Who cares?
So how would you know that?
Who cares?
But how would you know? Me, because you're making this. You haven't even played them on both platforms. So
but guess what?
Know for sure?
Guess what? I've at least played all the games on a fair medium. You fucking haven't. So your opinion is even less valid than mine. if mine's invalid, if mine's
you
no, dude, if mine's invalid because I've played all of them on an arcade cabinet, but not all of them on PC, you haven't played some of the games I talked about at all, so you can't even talk because you haven't even played them on a fair medium. You can't even talk.
Yes, but I've played enough games from that era to know what I'm talking about.
No, dude, no. I'm saying that I think these games are better than Doom, and you're saying no, they're not, and then using other games to prove your point. No, use the games that I just said to prove your point, because those are the games that I think are better than Doom. All right?
Dude,
It's like no, dude. It's like me saying it's like me saying that I like Golden Crisp apples better than Granny Smith, and you using oranges to support your point. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I said that I think these specific.
I was talking about this conversation would go smoother.
I think these specific games are better than Doom, and I've played them all on a fair playing ground, right? And you say no, they're not, but you haven't played them. How would you know if you haven't played them though?
Here's my. How is it fair if you've only ever played them on one platform? Because you're saying these are all for PC. Well, okay, have you played them on PC? And not modern PCs that'll run anything smoother?
Dude,
even a fucking Windows XP.
They were on They were on arcade cabinets too. All right, it's a fair fucking playing field. All right, you can't use your bullshit. No, dude, shut up for a second. Fucking shut up for listen to what I'm saying. You can't use your bullshit technology argument when they're all on the exact same fucking medium.
Yes, I can, because
no, you can't. How?
No. Because listen, you just said that they were on arcade cabinets and ported to PC. How is it a fair assumption if you've only ever played them on one platform?
Okay, you haven't played them at all though. So how is your opinion valid at all even?
How is yours valid? Because you haven't.
Because I've played them. I've played all the games on a fair medium. You haven't played them.
On one platform. You can't sit there for two and then not play the other.
Dude,
but obviously you're gonna think it's better because you played them on the better platform. So
that's so stupid. No, dude, no, because it's the same platform. It's all on fucking, arcade cabinet. Even Doom is on arcade cabinet. All of them were on the exact same fucking medium, right? I'm not judging it based on technology. I'm judging it based on the fucking game. And I think that those games are better. I don't want to hear about your stupid fucking PC technology argument. I'm talking about the fucking game. And I've played all the games on the same medium, and you have not. So you cannot say that one game is better when you haven't played the other fucking games. I have.
Yes, but it's a fair assessment to assume that literally every single game is made with similar technology, which is what I'm going off of. Because
dude, this argument is fucking retarded. You're saying that I can't judge a game unless I play it on both fucking mediums, and that's retarded and stupid.
No, not necessarily. If you're gonna,
dude, no, it is because
like based on performance, you have to play them on both. If you're saying that one game is better because it's been ported to PC and arcade.
This is stupid. This is stupid. You said yourself, right, that fucking consoles like arcade cabinets were better than PC. So if I played both Star Fox and Doom on fucking arcade cabinet, the technology is exactly the same. So it has nothing to do with technology anymore. It has to do with the game. Not technology anymore. The game.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
No, it absolutely fucking makes a lot of sense. And how does that not make fucking sense? They're both on the exact same medium, so I'm judging it on gameplay alone, because we're on the same fucking technology medium. I'm judging it on the game alone.
Let me use your argument. Okay, so Doom, we'll port it to the Sega Saturn, runs smooth as shit. It's almost as if that it's gonna run better on the better equipment.
Exactly. And if the arcade okay, retard, listen. If the arcade cabinet is better, then Doom will run even better on the arcade cabinet than on PC. So I'm playing listen, don't fucking say anything until I'm done talking, all right? So I'm playing it on the better equipment. As in Doom is going to run even better on the fucking arcade cabinet. And I'm playing Star Fox on the fucking arcade cabinet. I'm playing the better version of Doom, and I'm playing Star Fox. So it has nothing to do with the equipment anymore. because Doom is going to run perfectly fucking fine. It's going to run even better than on PC. And I'm playing Star Fox also on fucking arcade cabinet. The exact same thing. So it has nothing to do with the fucking equipment anymore. I am judging it based on the game. I'm judging it on the gameplay. On the gameplay. I'm judging it on the gameplay. Not on the fucking piece of shit technology.
You can't just take one from one platform. That's why you can't put an Xbox disc in a laptop. It won't work because it's coded completely differently to run on those platforms. So even then, that's not gonna work because changes need to be made.
What the fuck is your argument? They did work. They both worked on arcade cabinet, and that's how I judge those games comparatively.
They were different builds.
Who cares? They both worked fine still. That's my point. Dude, that's my point. You're so fucking dumb right now. You don't even understand. All right. That's my point. Is that if the technology is exactly the same and they both run perfectly fine, it has nothing to do with technology anymore. You're judging it based on the gameplay now.
Doom on an arcade is not the same as a fucking PC because it's coded differently.
Didn't you just say that the arcade cabinet was superior though, so it'll run even better? You said that it'll run better. You said it would run better. You said that No, dude, you said that it would run better on the arcade cabinet. You literally said that with your own mouth. So I'm playing the So I'm playing the better version. I'm playing the better version of Doom. And I'm playing it against Star Fox on the arcade cabinet. Both on the arcade cabinet. So there's no technology problems. They're both gonna run exactly the same. They're both gonna run exactly the same. I'm judging it based on the game.
That wasn't even my point. I was talking about PC specifically in my original argument. Because it wasn't meant for that.
Okay, here's the thing, right? That doesn't matter. I'm judging it like what you're saying, right? Is you're saying that Doom is a better game based on the technology because it was put on a PC, so it's superior in terms of technology and coding. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about the gameplay and the game, idiot. Not fucking some bullshit. I'm not talking about some technology bullshit mumblefuck nonsense. I'm talking about the game. And when I compare Doom to like Mortal Kombat or like fucking Star Fox, those games are 100% more ambitious. There's way more gameplay and they're better games. Maybe Doom is more technology like fucking advanced and technologically better, but no one fucking cares about that. They care about playing a good game, and if it's not as good of a game, nobody fucking cares. Who cares if it's technologically better? They care about the game being fucking better. No one's gonna rate the game. No one's gonna rate the game based on like coding and shit like that. No normal person's gonna rate it based on that. They're gonna rate it based on the fucking gameplay. And Star Fox and Mortal Kombat are better than Doom.
Doom has more entries than Star Fox though, and all of them are good. So,
dude. The gameplay in Mortal Kombat and Star Fox is way more complex and involved than in fucking Doom.
So, just because it's complex doesn't mean it's good per se. I mean, I like Mortal Kombat. Sometimes I just want to shoot things.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that Doom is better than Mortal Kombat. I'm actually giving reasons why I think the game is better, and you're just saying, no, that's wrong. You've presented zero evidence so far.
I'm giving reasons too. You just don't like my reasons because you either don't understand them or don't give a shit.
Because they're not based on fucking gameplay. They're not based on that. Based on fucking gameplay. I'll listen to your reasons if they're about gameplay. Tell me why the gameplay in Doom is better than Star Fox and Mortal Kombat. Gameplay, not technological, gameplay. Tell me why the gameplay in Doom is better. I'll listen to your opinion. Go ahead.
You kind of have to understand both in order to get a good idea as to why it's successful, but okay, I'll go ahead. Let's see. In Doom, you run fast, okay?
You move, okay, cool.
So, speed is part of the game. I mean, you've played Doom Eternal, you should know this. Speed is part of the game. You have an arsenal of 9 different weapons. Fist completely useless unless you have Berserk, which amplifies your damage by 10%. Different enemies make different sounds, so that way you can use a different weapon for a specific job. Let's say the pump action shotgun, you can take down low-level hit scanners, mid-level imps, pinkies, the like. Super shotgun for the bigger beefy boys, Hell Barons, Hell Knights, even chain gunners, I guess, in large amounts.
each enemy makes distinct sounds, so you know which is which, and you can use a different weapon for that job. And combined with the speed and the complex mechanics of the fucking AI, which admittedly isn't much, but with the whole infighting thing, it creates different scenarios for practically each playthrough.
Okay.
And the whole arena combat thing is another thing on its own.
Okay, Mortal Kombat.
That's in its entirety.
Okay, Mortal Kombat, the original one, had over 10 different backgrounds, 8 characters, and they each had different moves that each had unique sounds, right? Everything that you just said, Mortal Kombat 1 has, but even more of.
So it's equal.
No, it's better because it has the exact same thing that you have, but more of it. It has more characters, it has more different sounds, more backgrounds, more levels, alright? There's more things to do. You can do like 2 things in Doom. Move around and shoot. You can do like 10, 20 different things in fucking Mortal Kombat. Have you seen Mortal Kombat 1 in 1992, by the way? All the amount of like fucking combos and shit that you can do, and how much more skill that is, and how much more complex and shit the fucking gameplay is, alright? In my opinion, in terms of gameplay, Mortal Kombat is better. Way better. And that's in terms of gameplay. Using the exact same standards that you just used, I just used for Mortal Kombat. And everything in Mortal Kombat, it has in Doom. But Mortal Kombat has more of it, or it has the same thing in a more complex degree.
And I would say I don't like the complexity. I just like shooty shooty bang bang.
Okay. Alright? But you see, that's the thing, is that you just like it. It doesn't mean that it's better, it means that you just like it. And the only way to truly evaluate if something is better is to use the exact same criteria and evaluate the game based on that criteria. And I just did that. The same criteria that you used, and I think that Mortal Kombat is better based on the same criteria that you used. In terms of gameplay and sound design.
I'll give you an extra point. I suck at explaining. I could explain this far more in the 100-word essay, but I suck at explaining, and you put me on the spot. So I stuttered over everything, and I didn't make myself clear. So I give you that one. You kind of put me on the spot with go. Like, we're okay.
I mean, dude, you know what? I'm only going to ask the comment section. Which one do you guys think is better in terms of gameplay? Which one do you think is the better game? Mortal Kombat, the original one in 1992, or Doom 1993? With the 0 amount of comments we'll get, I'm sure that we will resolve this with the 0 comments that we get on this video.
And those 2 views that are probably just from us, to be honest. Oh, yeah, I'm sure of it.
I mean, we might get like 20 views. The one that I did previously has got like 22.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my solo content does better than our fucking group content. Because I follow the trends.
Normally I would post random shit, but not only do I not remember the password, but I can't record shit without my laptop wanting to die. So...
See, I have mine when I do this, I have mine plugged in 24/7.
Oh, I have mine plugged in too. It's just mine is literally the worst piece of hardware to exist. I can't record without it, looking like ass.
I don't know if I have anything else to talk about now, to be honest.
I don't either.
Actually, I have one more thing that I want to talk about, actually. And it's something that could potentially lead to another argument, so you better get ready for this.
Oh, boy.
Without a doubt, Dead Space 2 has the worst controls of any game I've ever played. Without a doubt. It is the shittiest fucking game I've ever played.
You're right.
I'm not playing that game anymore. I literally got to chapter 2 and I'm not playing the game anymore. They're fucking retards. The controls that they chose are the stupidest fucking thing that I've ever seen in my life. Because they're not full motion controls and they're not fucking tank controls. There's this fucking stupid shitty amalgamation. You can't move your character left or right with the fucking left analog stick. You literally use the fucking right analog stick that is camera and aiming to fucking move your character left or right to change the direction of your running. Why? How are you supposed to shoot and move at the same time? You can't, because if you move your fucking reticle to the left, the motherfucker is now walking backwards right. Because that controls your moving. That's so fucking stupid. That's the worst fucking controls I've ever fucking seen. Either go with tank controls or go with free motion controls. Don't fucking do this stupid bullshit where the goddamn right analog stick moves your guy. Because if you just press left and right, he'll fucking sidestep. He won't run to the left, he'll sidestep to the fucking left. You know how to make him run to the left? Use the right fucking analog stick to move him. That's fucking stupid. You can't aim and move at the same fucking time. That's fucking retarded. It's so fucking stupid. The game design is a piece of fucking shit. Every single fucking room that you go into is a goddamn stupid fucking square that is small as fuck. You can fit like 10 fucking people in it, and you can't move fucking at all. And this stupid fucking game thinks it's a good idea to throw 5 fucking enemies at you that bum rush you in a fucking area that you can't even move. It's pitch fucking black, so you have to constantly be fucking aiming, and you don't have enough room to create space for yourself. So you just fucking stand there with enemies surrounding you, and you fucking die. Whoever made Dead Space 2, you're a fucking retard. Game sucks my fucking dick. Piece of shit. I'm not playing it anymore. Fuck that game. Dead Space is fucking horrible. The worst fucking game I've ever played. Controls are fucking cancer. I'd rather have fucking 1998 Resident Evil tank controls. Because at least you know how to fucking move. This game sucks fucking dick. And I don't ever want to play it ever again. Fuck you, Dead Space 2. And fuck you, the creators of Dead Space 2.
Just good lol.
Actual fucking abomination. Piece of shit.
Oh, hopefully with your new rig you're getting, you can play it a lot more better. Because PC is superior. At least nowadays.
Dude,
Yeah, theoretically, of course.
legitimately, it actually might be fucking better on PC. 100%. Except for I know for a fact that it's not going to be. Because you're going to use the fucking mouse to move and to look around. So you're going to have to move the mouse left to fucking go left. So if you're walking backwards and shooting and the character moves to the left, so you have to shoot him, you're now walking right into a fucking wall instead of backwards. It doesn't matter what thing you play it on. The people who made the controls are fucking autistic fucking retards and their brains don't fucking work. They didn't realize that people would want to move while aiming. Hey, guess what? We want to fucking do that. That's kind of a staple in games like that, to be able to move while fucking aiming and not change your goddamn direction. It's so fucking stupid. Game
For
came
the
out.
record, it's not like that on PC. I have to point out.
You seriously you don't use the fucking mouse to like change where he's running. You don't use the mouse to like turn left.
You can strafe with A and B.
You can fucking strafe on fucking Xbox too, but it doesn't help when you fucking aiming when the right stick changes where you move. It's never been like that in any other fucking game. If you're using,
I'm sure you would like that on PC.
If you're using tank controls, right, you don't use the camera to move at all. You use the camera. The camera's auto, so you don't use the camera at all. On free motion controls, you use the left analog stick to run left, and you use the camera to move so you can see. It has never fucking been like that, ever. You never fucking use the right fucking analog stick to move your fucking direction. That's fucking stupid, because if you use the right analog stick to move, you can't fucking move and aim at the same fucking time without changing your direction. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. It is stupid as shit.
Well, like I said, PC is a lot different from what I remember. You have dedicated strafing, and you can free look. So that's good.
Dude, yeah. I fucking swear to God, I wish I could fucking free look. Alright? Because in Dead Space, you can't fucking free look. It's so fucking stupid. If you move the fucking camera left, guess who also moves to the left? Fucking Isaac's retarded fucking ass. You don't just move the camera left, you move his fucking face left, so he's facing left. Why? That's so fucking stupid, you stupid fucking game developers. You guys are fucking retards.
Have you tried changing the control scheme?
There's no way you can do that. Are you serious? You can actually change it? I tried to. I looked.
I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if it's like a total remap, like how in Halo, like how Halo does it, or if it's like custom rebindings, like
Dude,
on
alls I want to
most
say is that
PC.
it's so fucking stupid because the game should work like a Resident Evil fucking game. If you're holding backwards, if you move the left analog stick to the left or the right, that should change your character's walking. That should make it so that they're not walking straight backwards. They're walking straight backwards to the left or straight backwards to the right. It should not be the fucking right analog stick because you can't move and walk at the same fucking time. So the entire game is you turn all the way around 180 degrees, run away to create space for yourself because they're so fucking fast. And if they reach you, they're gonna mob you and you're gonna fucking die because you can't kill 3 of them at the same time. They're gonna beat your ass and you're gonna fucking die. So the whole game is you turn around and run away, you turn around, stay completely fucking still, and aim and shoot. The game's a piece of shit, because in a fucking tiny room, you can't do that. You don't have enough space to make for your fucking self. Alright? So the game is you just standing fucking still in a corner, hoping that you can kill them before they reach you. The game sucks my fucking ass hairs. It's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit.
You got a weird thing for sucking ass hairs.
Literally no
Maybe you
fucking
wanna-
skill. Literally no fucking skill at all. It's all just trial and error until you get fucking lucky and you don't die. It's a piece of shit. If I can fucking change those controls, I swear to fucking God I'm doing it as soon as I fucking can. And if I can't, I'm not ever playing that fucking piece of shit again. Beating every single fucking Resident Evil game on the hardest goddamn difficulty, and this fucking game is a piece of fucking shit. Because the controls are fucking awful. They're abysmal, man. Seriously, right? I'd rather play this game on a fucking Just Dance dance pad than this fucking bullshit. DDR on a fucking like goddamn Guitar Hero controller. Fuck this game, dude. Seriously, piece of shit. By the way, The Evil Within is probably the best survival horror game out there. Just want to put that out there, guys. Because it's not fucking Dead Space. It's The Evil Within that was made completely by the creator of Resident Evil. This is his fucking child, essentially, because he had complete fucking creative license on this. Evil Within, best survival horror game. Don't fucking at me on this one, because I'm going to defend this fucking game to the ends of the earth. Dude, legitimately, I wanted to play fucking Xbox while doing this, but I left my fucking HDMI cord at home, so it's fucking 2 hours away right now, and I can't fucking use it.
Oh no.
So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do after this, you know? No idea. Whatever.
Yeah, I just smell gasoline. I don't know if someone's trying to kill me because I'm too loud, or if someone's doing something elsewhere.
I'm sure that it's people trying to kill you because you're too loud. I am sure that that's what it is.
Either that or I was sitting next to an air conditioner that never works, so. I don't know why it would leak gasoline, though.
Right?
I mean, it's relatively low crime rate in this.
What?
I said it's a relatively low crime rate in this city, so I think I'm fine.
Yeah, you probably are, dude. I don't think it's someone trying to kill you with gasoline. More likely, since you're in fucking Florida, what probably it is somebody who's going to like kill themselves trying to fucking start a fire with fucking gasoline.
Probably. These fucking mosquitoes won't leave me alone. Duh. Yeah.
Dude, I just want to wait and see, like, people try and watch this video and they realize that it's just unintelligible screaming for like fucking over half of it. It's just and you just can't fucking hear anything, can't understand shit, and they're like, why am I watching this? This is fucking stupid. Oh, to see the look on their face when they're like, wow, this is literally just unintelligible screaming for like fucking an hour.
Two versions argue over which game is better for an hour.
Yeah, it's just and it's just that over and over and over and over again.
That should be the fucking title. Two virgins argue over which game is better. And in the description, it should be a timestamp for when the arguing happens.
Two virgins argue over which game is better. Unintelligible screaming. Holy shit, dude.
Mosquitoes, god dang. So, anything else we wanted to get over?
I don't think so.
What a fiery start to the new week of casting, huh? Oh my god. That's a lot of mosquitoes. Shit. Well, I mean, hey, I think this is the longest time we went without just fucking autistically screeching at each other for an hour. We actually got to get through some points.
I'm still here. I'm just typing.
I'm about to say, did I do the funny again? But no.
Because basically what happened, right, was a couple of days ago. I think it was on like the 13th or the 12th. You know, maybe 12th, 13th. I don't know. But I made an appointment with my advisor for college because I need to sign a major, and I haven't been taught how to sign a major. You know, and I could just fucking roam around the website trying to figure it out, but I figured why not talk to my academic advisor and not only figure out how to do that, but also talk about like what potential classes that I could that I should be doing, you know? But I didn't see like a fucking virtual option when I was doing the booking, so I thought, hey, I should probably like email him and like talk about if it's possible to you know what I'm saying, to do it virtually. And I probably should have done that way earlier than today before, because it's tomorrow. But I'm not like on campus, so I was like, hey, just that meeting, can we do that virtually? Because I cannot show up in person because I am not even close.
Oh my god.
It's at 10:45 in the morning, and it's like, yeah, I'm not close to that. I'm actually quite far away. I'd have to wake up at like fucking 8 to drive all the way over there and make it in time.
I'd recommend waking up at like 2 hours early just to make sure you get everything done.
Well, I don't have anything to do. All I have is to fucking talk to him. That's all I have to do is just fucking get on to the... All I have to do is get on to the meeting and talk to him. And that's it.
I don't... Were you just now emailing him?
Yes. That's
really
the
think he'd respond at like 9:30 at night?
That's the point, is that I didn't think about it. Like I wasn't thinking about it, and I was like, fuck, I'm not on campus, so hopefully but here's the thing, right? Classes ended in April. It's May 16th. So it's like you know what I'm saying? It's like I assume it's probably virtual because classes are over. Like, classes ended like the fucking April 9th or something. Like, graduation for CMU is the 11th. So people literally are gone already. They've been gone. So it doesn't make any fucking sense for it to be an in-person meeting. But I didn't even think about it until now. I was like, fuck. I hope it's not an in-person meeting.
Welcome back, fuckers.
And I mean, worst case scenario, right? I can just reschedule it, I guess. I mean, or I can just figure out how to sign a major myself. The only problem is that I need to sign a major, because if I don't sign a major, I can't register for classes next semester.
Oh.
Yeah, so I kind of need to do that. I kind of need to register for their classes.
Yikes.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's rough, but I honestly think it's fine. I mean, here's the thing, right? I mean, classes don't start until August. That's when I need to register by, is August. So I have quite a bit of time, so I'm not super worried about it.
Ah,
Dude, I'm so fucking pissed off because, like, I wanted to fucking play video games after this, and I fucking can't because I don't have an HDMI cord. So I'm just gonna.
if you want, and I know it'd be ironic after our little incident earlier, uh, in today's episode, but if you want, I can send you a copy of Doom 2 and the source port I use, and you can just blast, fucking uh giblets.
I can blast giblets. The fuck are you?
You can just fucking, blast those giblets right back at them.
I
It's fun.
I don't know, man. I kind of wanted to play like Resident Evil or like The Evil Within or like fucking Destiny or something like that. You know?
I can also give you a copy of H Doom if you fancy fucking the demons.
That's a porn game.
You never heard of H Doom? Oh my god, you're missing out. That's like one of the most infamous mods ever because of what it is.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll play it tonight, but I'm never gonna say no to a porn game. Like, I always want porn games, so of course, yes, I want a porn game. You think I'm gonna fucking say no to a porn game? Fuck no. Of course I'm gonna say yes.
Of course you're gonna say yes.
It's like, hey, do you want a porn game? Yes. Why would anybody ever say no to that question?
Some people have morals. I don't.
Dude, you know what I fucking saw the other day?
No.
You know that game Deepest Sword where like or whatever, where you like get the long sword. Dude, I've seen a shit ton of porn of that game.
Oh my god.
And it's
Why am I not surprised?
Dude, and it's not even like bad. Like, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's really good porn of that game. And I don't know why, but I was kind of just like sitting there and I was like, you know what? I bet this game has porn too. And I looked it up on E621 and there was like, not a lot, but there was like 100 results or something. There was a severe lack, I think, but there was some. And I did get some, And I did get a couple of like videos of that.
Oh.
So, yeah, there's that. I got what I thought was the best out of all of them, Without a doubt, though, the very best is the fucking video, The very best is the video. So
You must prefer the Sauce Brother.
that's literally what I'm doing right now. That's literally what I'm doing right now. What is it? It's called Deepest Sword or fucking Longest Sword or something. I can't remember the fucking name of the game. Deepest Sword. Deepest Sword only has 52 results. That's not even a lot. Like I said, I pretty much picked the best ones, but this is the best one out of all of them, and I'm gonna send this to you, and you should like totally like watch it now so that we can talk about it while we're still on the air.
Now, oh my god.
I think this
Getting
is
a little raunchy, aren't we?
I think this is right. Here you go. Obviously, you got to remove the space, but just watch that and tell me what you think of that, because that's pretty good.
Getting a little raunchy this week,
Dude, just shut the fuck up and watch the goddamn video.
Oh no.
It's a good one. Watch it. It's literally only 37 seconds fucking long. Just watch it already. I might have to watch that.
God, I hate the fact that it looks like the game too.
It looks
That's the worst part.
Dude, it looks exactly like the game. It looks exactly like the game. Oh, my sound was on.
Oh. Always mute that bitch. Always. That's like rule number one.
I know.
Even if you're alone.
One thing that I thought was weird is that I don't know why, but all the captions are in Spanish.
Gee, I wonder what that could mean.
Dude,
Hmm.
I have to say the very end of the video is probably the best part of the video, though. So did you watch all 37 seconds of it?
Yeah, that's like a solid 24-footer he has. Oh my god.
Did you watch all of it?
Yes, I'm at the part where there's a fucking weird ass wedding.
Yeah, dude, yeah, that was fucking... Dude, I looked at that video and saw I had like 3,000 likes when I put in Deepest Sword. I was like, I gotta watch this. I watched it, and legitimately, I watched it 2 times and then downloaded it.
Damn, this goes hard.
Dude, I know, it was really good. I was like, damn, I'm totally gonna fucking bust to that.
Damn, this goes hard. Like my Pete.
It's a little strange, I have to say. It is.
It's a plane. Holy shit. What are you doing out there, boy?
I
Better
mean-
get your ass down here. What the fuck?
I thought that video was pretty fucking awesome. I mean, especially the end. I actually thought that the end was my favorite part of that video. It was a fucking awesome video. I loved it. You never know. Like, that's basically what I do now on E621. Is like, I'll just sit there and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna look up porn of this, you know? And then I do. And sometimes there's no results, but sometimes there's some really good ass results. Like, I
do
never...
that too, but
Like, I never thought that Clifford and Blue's Clues would be, like, insanely good porn on there, but they're really, really good.
that's something you don't really want to say in public.
No, dude, it's fucking... There's no fucking kids in that show. There's one human, and it's an adult. Who's, like, fucking 30 years old.
In general, that's something you don't want to say in public.
So, dude, I look at fucking animated...
Holy
I look at
shit.
animated dog porn. I don't care. It's fucking fake anyway.
Dude, holy fuck. I'm going... That is a big-ass moon.
What?
Holy fuck. The moon is fucking massive. Holy shit.
What are you fucking talking about?
The moon outside, it's fucking massive.
Yesterday was a blood moon and a lunar eclipse somehow at the same time. 'Cause that's what the fucking, like, I googled it and it said, yeah, there's a blood moon and an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. I was like, I feel like that's wrong, but it's like, wow.
I can't even get a fucking picture. Oh my god, that thing is massive.
Dude, the reason why I asked was because I thought you were still watching porn, and I thought you said the womb is massive, like WOMB. I was like, what the fuck are you saying? Because, like, I don't remember, like, dude, that's why I was so concerned. Like, I was talking about fucking Blue's Clues and Clifford, like, E621 porn, and then after that, you said, oh my god, the womb is massive. I was like, what the fuck did you just see? I was so confused. I was like, what did you just see? Like, did you...
Nah, but the fucking, it's big and yellow. Oh my god, that thing is huge.
You see, when you say it's big and yellow now, it's like... Dude, you stop fucking saying stupid shit, you fucking retard. Quit it. Because, like, if you looked at the images that I sent you, when you say it's big and yellow, you could be talking about something fucking else. I don't know if you're doing it on purpose or you're just a fucking idiot, but, like, stop. Literally, go to your messenger and look at the last 2 images, and you'll see why when you say, oh, it's big and yellow, why I was like, are you talking about the moon still, or what are you talking about? Seriously, go look right now. And look at the last two. No, look at the last two pictures and tell me that like you could have been talking about that. Dude, it's so close to your mouth, I can't tell what you're saying. But like when you say it's big and yellow, you could have been talking about that in your messenger. You could have been talking about that.
I didn't even fucking see the images. I saw the video link and like, oh, there we go.
Dude, because I sent you all of the deepest sword stuff that I had. I had a bunch, dude. There's only 52 results. I took about 30 of them.
I took about 30 of them.
Yeah, the other ones were not very good, you know, so I took the best ones, and then there you go. By the way, if you didn't know, my buddy here does furry porn commissions for like a couple of dollars, so you should totally do that.
Yes, free commissions for a couple of dollars.
It's not free then, you fucking idiot.
You just said free commissions for a couple of dollars.
I said furry, you idiot.
God,
F-
I thought you said free. I was
F-
like, are you fucking
F-U-R-R-Y. F-U-R-R-Y. I said my buddy does furry porn commissions for a couple of dollars, so you should do that. That's what I said.
I thought you put like a lot of emphasis on the free, or the F, or the free.
You're such a... Oh, you put a lot of emphasis. You put a lot of emphasis on the R and the E and the F. You mean the whole fucking word, dude? You're so stupid. He put a lot of emphasis on furry. No, I didn't fucking say that. I said furry. God damn it, dude. Yeah, you do free porn commissions. No, furry. God damn, man. So, just hit him up at his email. It's www.
What
No.
the fuck are you saying?
Dude, I'm not gonna link your email or anything, but you never know. I mean, the people watching this podcast legitimately might want some furry porn commissions. So, I mean, link that shit.
Yeah, my email is www.furry. I'm gonna stop there.
You should totally like link like a fucking account in the comments though. Like link.
Yeah,
like,
I probably should.
Yeah, don't link like a fucking like personal Facebook or anything, but you can like link like a fucking like DeviantArt or something. You're fucking so furry or something. Not so free, so furry. Or your luscious.net. That's more not furry stuff. That's more like anime porn, but I mean,
I forgot that even existed.
dude, I don't use luscious.net because the searching is fucking terrible. Because it doesn't search for individual images with tags. It searches for fucking albums that have the words in it.
Ah.
So, like, it won't give you, like, an image with those tags. It'll give, like, if you're looking for, like, ass worship or something, right? It won't give you images with that tag. It'll give you albums that have those words in it. So you might not get images. You might get a comic called, like, fucking, you know, Ranny the Witch Ass Worship or some shit. Like, you're not gonna get what you want. I don't use Luscious. And I fucking hate that I can't use Luscious because I want sometimes not furry stuff, like human stuff, like anime and stuff, right? And Luscious fucking sucks ass. So I have to go to fucking Rule 34 and hope that I don't get furry stuff and I just get, like, anime porn. Like, I'm just trying to, like, fucking look at, like, Ranny the Witch from Elden Ring or something. I can't fucking find it because it's not furry. So I have to go to other places to try and find it. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's like, fuck, man. Like, so fucking stupid. Sometimes I'm trying to find, like, Bleach porn or, like, fucking My Hero Academia or something. And I can't find fucking anything. Because there's no good fucking hentai websites, right? With good fucking search mechanics. And you just for searches for fucking albums.
N-hentai. There's N-hentai.
Dude, I completely forgot N-hentai was a thing. Dude, on my Google Chrome, that's not even on my fucking recents. God damn, I should add that to my recents. Because, like, it's funny, because when I look at my recents, it says that my recents are... So, here's the thing, right? here's the thing. This is literally what my recents are. And this is fucking ridiculous, alright? Alright? But here's what it is. Here's my recents. 1. E621. 2. Twitter. 3. Rule 34. 4. Fur Affinity. 5. An E621 specific link. 6. So Furry. 7. Luscious.net. And 8. Another E621 specific link. Instead of just like the generic website. So literally all of my recents on fucking Chrome are porn.
Jesus Christ.
It happens, man. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Shut up and dude.
Dude, how the fuck did we get on this subject again? We always somehow get on this subject of porn. Always. How, dude? Like, we're gonna have to legitimately start fucking, like, changing our branding to say, like, 18 plus, because every other episode it seems like we talk about porn. We're seriously gonna have to rebrand. Like, seriously, we're gonna have to go, like, the perfect porn cast or something. Like, this is so fucking ridiculous. And I don't even think we can change our YouTube name. I think it's stuck as TPP the Perfect Podcast, right? We can't change it, right?
I know you can change it, I just don't know how.
Awesome, then we should totally change it. Like, what we should do is we should, like, try and make it seem like a legitimate acronym, right? You know, like a FPA, you know, but that just stands for, like, furry porn ambassadors.
Jesus Christ.
Like, that's what we should do, is we should try and make it seem like a real acronym, you know? Like, like FBI or something, you know, or FYA, and just, like, furry porn inspectors and, like, shit like that.
FYI, furry if inspector.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. I wonder if I Google FPI, I wonder if it'll be something that people know about, like FPI, and if we could do that. Like FPI. No, it's Farmland Partners Inc.
Yeah, let's steal the fucking
Yeah,
thunder
yeah.
from some random
Yeah, of
farming
course.
company.
Farmland Partners Inc. Nobody fucking knows about that. We could do FBI, but what the fuck would it even be?
Furry bum inspectors.
That's so fucking stupid. Furry booty inspectors?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, that's not terrible. That's pretty good, actually. Furry booty inspectors. That's pretty good. That's really good. I don't know if we have anything better than that. Than Furry Booty Inspector FBI. I don't know if we have anything better. Dude, I'll think
What I
about
see
it.
Check Messenger. Look at what I fucking see. That is what the moon looks like for me.
I've got nothing on Messenger so far. There, I just got it.
Look at that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, that's big. Dude, if you zoom in like real far, it kind of looks like a fucking pufferfish just like sitting there. No, dude, you're a fucking asshole, man. No, dude, it was never funny. That game was a piece of shit. Nobody liked that game. It was a fucking awful game.
I love the puffer fish. He's funny. I love
Okay,
him.
okay. Do you even know what game it's from?
Like retarded invaders or something.
Stupid
like that.
Invaders. Stupid Invaders, and it was a shitty it was a shitty fucking like parody point and click, and it was a terrible game. It was awful. I'm sorry. It was fucking awful. Dude, we're supposed to be thinking about other names for the channel because let's face it, telling people to search up TPP-perfect podcast, that's fucking too, that's like too fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's too specific. It's too long. It's too fucking, like, It's too much, all right? And you could potentially get other things, like the Perfect Podcast. There's like 5 other channels with that name. You know what I'm saying? So we have to change it to like furry booty inspectors, or like fucking like, you know, furry yiff ambassadors, FYA or some shit. So that there's no way that they would get anything else besides our channel. Oh, dude, what we could do is we could do FYI, and it's furry yiff inspectors.
Dude, I literally just said that like 5 minutes ago.
You said furry booty inspectors.
At first, I said furry yiff what the fuck? It was furry yiff inspector, and then it was furry booty inspector.
Well, here's the thing, right? I feel like what we should do is we should change it. And you know how, like, in the channel we have, like, the TPP? We should take that out so it's just, like, furry booty inspectors. Or, like, I don't know, because we really do love ass here. That's an absolute, like, we absolutely love butt here for sure. That's, like,
Yeah,
both of our
Donkey
favorite...
is my favorite character.
That's both of our favorite fucking things, is, like, face sitting and, like, you know, fucking... You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is our favorite.
Tell that to the world.
Does it matter? We talk about it all the time here. Our fucking favorite things here are, like, fucking giant butts sitting on our face and us, like, suffocating and, like, rim jobs and shit. That's our favorite thing. Both of our favorite things.
Yeah, but you tend to keep that to yourself.
Doesn't it matter? Dude, we've talked about way worse on this fucking thing. Way worse on this fucking channel.
Poor little Timmy, though. Our little Timmy.
Pour one out for all the furries that suffocated or got their fucking necks broken by giant female furry asses.
And then little Timmy was stupid enough to climb into that mall pit. I told him not to do it.
Suffocation, dude. Suffocation, no breathing.
That you don't remember what I'm talking about.
No, dude, I fucking don't. That's why I ignored it 5 fucking times and you just kept saying it over and over again.
Damn, that's unfortunate. But I'm not gonna say it because I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah, he got AIDS in the ball pit. I forgot about that. Dude, I didn't get it at first. I thought you were referencing something else, and I was like, oh, yeah, he got into the ball pit and got AIDS because the guy came in there.
There you go.
Yeah, he got AIDS via he got AIDS via eyeball transfusion. Down in the ball pit.
Man, that's fucked up. It's still
What
fucked
the
up.
fuck? Oh my god, dude. It is. It's so fucked up.
I remember when you said that. I'm sitting there like, dude, we were trying to make this tame, and you just come out of left field with that shit.
I came out of left field right into the right eye.
You just did that. Oh my god. Why would you say something so controversial yet?
Yeah, so it's not brave,
Yeah,
dude.
just
Shut the fuck up! What the fuck, dude? You made yourself look bad. Now controversial yet brave. No.
I didn't even say I didn't even say that. I cut myself off. Why would you say something so controversial yet? No, that's just controversial. Then you have Obi, which, you know, looking back, I still feel bad for saying that shit. But
Well,
hey, I was 13. I didn't even know what the fuck it was.
well,
Now I'm scared for my life.
well. I'm gonna stick my dick into a ball pit. I'm gonna come till I can't no more.
Why? 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 That is just fucked up, dude. Oh my god.
That it's just a parody song, dude. I am the new Bart Baker. You already know it's true. Hey, by the way,
I can't believe you. I can't. How did we go from productive conversation to argument to funny sex then to this?
the perfect podcast is aimed toward the median audience of 18 to 25. Any younger ages should not be viewing the program. It's 18 to 25. We just don't age restrict it though, because that cuts down on our viewership.
You know, if you're under 8, you shouldn't be watching YouTube if you're under 18 at all.
Dude, legitimately, with the fucking kind of shit that's on YouTube, you really shouldn't be if you're under 18. So yeah, if you're under 18, then you need to log off.
My fucking niece, who's like 7, has an account, and she watches the fucking YouTube Shorts, so it's worse than regular YouTube, and all she watches is Family Guy clips and weird ASMR and weird Gacha Life ASMR.
I'm sorry,
I didn't know that was a thing.
I don't know why, but for some reason, it's like all of YouTube has been taken over by Family Guy clips at this point. Like, I'm on YouTube stories and like Facebook stories a lot, and all I see is Family Guy clips. And sometimes I like and share one if it's funny enough, but the majority of the time I just kind of ignore it. Because there are ones that are genuinely funny, but I don't want to see Family Guy clips all the fucking time. I mean, by the way, I don't know why, but for some reason, YouTube Kids content is 10 times worse than normal YouTube content.
Yeah, because it's hardly monitored because of what it is.
Yeah, I was about
You
to say.
think, oh, it's content for the little one, even though YouTube's own terms of service says you have 13 with the parents'
I was
permission
about
to
to
get
say,
on here in the
there's a
first
lot of
place.
stuff on YouTube Kids that is worse than normal YouTube. Like, normal YouTube, you'll have people like us swearing and making sexual jokes, but on YouTube Kids, you'll have these weird videos of, like, Mickey Mouse, like, raping someone and murdering them, and it's like, excuse me, why?
We're here making South Park level AIDS jokes, and then there's like shit on YouTube Kids that's like so depraved, even I wouldn't make fun of it.
Yeah, shit on YouTube Kids where it's like Joker, right? Like sticking a needle in pregnant Elsa's belly and shit. It's like, what the fuck are we watching right now? Like, we're watching Joker performs abortion. Wait, why? And then if you don't see shit like that, it's always like bullshit, you know? Like pregnant Elsa like fucking foot bath and shit, you know? Or like weird shit like that, you know? Or like, you know, abusive fucking girlfriend like video. It's so fucking weird. The whole thing is disgustingly inappropriate animations and shitty prank channels. That's all of YouTube Kids.
It's basically what I thought I was watching on Newgrounds, except at least on Newgrounds when I was not, it was meant for.
I was about to say.
I just happened to find it.
I was about to say, at least on
This is shit marketed for kids.
At least on Newgrounds, it was very, very open with it being adult. So when I was young and on Newgrounds, right, I knew it was for adults, but it wasn't depraved. It was like, wow, I get to see awesome sex videos. Awesome. But on YouTube Kids, you don't even see that. You see, like, Mickey Mouse, like, cut the head off of somebody and then, like, fucking play kickball with it, and it's all portrayed as, like, a joke or something. You know? At least on And then you go on, and then you go on Newgrounds, and it's like, you know, you see shit like, you know, like fucking you see like weird shit on Newgrounds. Don't get me wrong, you know, but a lot of it is just, you know, porn animations, you know. Like, it's like, hey guys, you know that hot chick from this show? Watch her, like, kiss a penis and, like, face sit on somebody. And that's Newgrounds. And it's like, hey, as a kid, I loved that. On YouTube Kids now, I'd be like, hey, mommy, why is it that, like, this shit is happening on fucking YouTube? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm sorry, but, like...
When I was 9, I was playing fucking Pico shooting up a school.
At
and
this
now
point,
kids are watching Joker perform infanticide. What the fuck?
At this point, I would rather kids go on fucking Newgrounds than YouTube Kids, and that's not even a joke.
I would rather that, because at least then you can explain to them that, you know, this isn't meant for you.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to watch it.
Yeah, but here's the
explain
thing.
that.
Here's the thing. It's like porn, you know? So, like, if you're, like, 12, obviously not. But if you're, like, 15, 16, I'd rather you be on, like, Newgrounds. You know? Like, dude, to be honest, like, even, like, 14, 15, like, let's be honest, we all watch porn as a teenager. I'd rather them be on fucking Newgrounds than YouTube Kids. Because here's the thing, YouTube Kids, it's either completely inappropriate, or if you're, like, 13, 14, obviously it's not really inappropriate anymore, but it's just garbage content. It's trash. There's no substance. It doesn't make any sense. It is low effort. It's complete garbage. I'd rather have my 14-year-old son go to Newgrounds and watch some, like, hot-ass porn than watch bullshit on YouTube Kids. I would walk into his room, and I'd be like, hey, what are you watching, YouTube Kids? No, you're grounded for a week. It's like, what are you watching, Newgrounds? Here's some videos that you should check out.
Here's a link to Madness Combat. Enjoy.
It's like, here's a link to all my favorite Newgrounds porn animations. Tell me what you think.
I know it sounds really immoral to say that, but fuck it. I would much rather them play fucking I would rather them play Manhunt than have them watch YouTube Kids.
Honestly, I would too, cause like I feel like they can tell the difference between like games and all that stuff, you know. But like I said, even if it's not inappropriate, like you're of age to watch YouTube Kids, it's like it's either you'd rather have them play a video game or watch complete AIDS with no like value at all. Even though Manhunt is like a fucking bad game, I don't think it's a very good game. It's a pretty, you know, offensive game, even though I don't think it's that bad, but it's also just kind of a pretty shitty game. At least you're like playing a video game and like getting, you know, like coordination. Like, at least you're doing something, right? Whereas, like, on YouTube Kids, you're watching fucking terrible content that is completely worthless, not learning anything. You're not even doing anything. You're sitting there having your brain rot out of your head because you're watching complete fucking garbage.
You're contracting childhood dementia just by watching that shit because your brain is shrinking at such an alarming rate.
Yeah, your brain is like trying to block out what you just saw. It's like, that's so fucking cancerous, I kind of don't want to see it anymore. So your brain just blocks it out.
So again, I further justify my claim. I would rather, hypothetically, I would rather my son play Postal 2, or the original Postal, than have them watch YouTube Kids, because at least when they're playing Postal, I can explain, hey, you're not supposed to be playing this, but I think you can handle chopping someone's head off and pissing on their corpse.
Yeah, whereas like with YouTube Kids, it's like, hey, why am I not allowed to watch this? It's meant for us. It's like, no, it's not. And then you have to get into the whole fucking like, you have to get into a huge conspiracy and like talk to them about things. Whereas it's just like, oh, you're playing this video game? I don't really want you playing that. Or, hey, I'm okay with you playing that. It's way easier.
Yeah, because again, that's how I grew up. I was told if you don't actually go out there and do the things you're doing in this game, my mom never gave a shit. Like, I think she knew that I wasn't that fucking insane.
Yeah.
Because she let me play fucking Gears of War when I was 9.
To be honest, I feel like most adults understand that now, that just because you're playing a game doesn't mean you're going to go do it in real life, or just because you're watching porn doesn't mean you're going to go rape somebody, you know? I mean, especially since if you're watching, like, I know that this isn't everybody, but, like, if you're one of those people who is watching, like, anime porn or, like, animated porn, where it's not real, it's animated, it's like, that's even better, because it's not actual humans, it's just fake things. So it's like, yeah, you're jerking off over things that aren't real, you know? So, I mean, that's even better than normal porn, I think. It's even better, because it's like, that's fake. You're not even watching anything real, you know? Whereas you're watching real porn, you're watching two legitimate people get naked and fuck. And then you might have questions, you know? I mean, you never know. I think that 13 is a bit too young for guys and girls, but I think 15 is the age where you should start watching porn. Well,
I think that... I don't think you meant that in the way that it sounds like.
No, I'm not saying that you have to start. I'm saying that's the age where it's appropriate and okay to do so.
At least if you accidentally I could understand it more if you accidentally upon it, like in the late teens as opposed to like, preteen.
Right.
Because it's a lot easier to explain.
Well, anyway,
plus you already have the basic sex ed knowledge, so it's far easier to explain.
Before we go on for too long, I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time. Peace.
Yeah.